Good morning students. Today I am going to explain about the definition of socket. In the last class I explained about the differences between the microprocessor and microcontroller. Today I am going to explain about a socket, creation of a socket, and how it will work at the client side and how it will work at the server side. So let me begin with the definition of a socket. Socket interface is a protocol independent interface to multiple transport layer primitives. That is, in order to write applications which need to communicate with other applications, socket is required. What is the socket? Socket is an abstraction that is provided to an application programmer to send or receive data to another process. To send the data and receive the data to another processes, socket is used. So, using a socket, data can be sent to or received from another process running on the same machine or on the different machine. So, data can be sent to or received from another process running on the same machine or on the different machine. It is like an endpoint of connection. It exists on either side of connection and it is identified by IP address and port number. The socket is an endpoint connection. It exists on either side of the connection and it is identified by IP address and port number. Socket works with Unix IO services. It makes use of Unix calls, system calls, just like files, pipes and first in first out, etc. So, creating a socket and connecting at a client and server, it is done by using a Unix system calls. The API stands for Application Programming Interface. It is an interface to use the network. Socket API defines interface between application and transport layer. What is this API? It stands for Application Programming Interface. So, API defines function calls, that is, it makes use of function calls, that is, creating a function call, reading a function call, close and write to or from the socket. These are certain system calls used to create, close, read and write. Most socket functions require a pointer to a socket address structure as an argument. Each supported protocol defines its own socket address structure. Socket functions like connect, accept, bind require to use of specifically defined address structures to hold IP address information. That is, sockets functions like connect, accept, bind requires use of specifically defined address structures to hold IP address information. That is, to hold IP address information and also port number and protocol type. This contains the protocol specific addressing information that is passed from the user process to kernel and vice versa. So, to review, there are 5 significant steps a program which uses a TCP to establish and complete a connection from server and client. At the server side, it follows the steps. What are the steps? See, I am not going to explain the program because since it is not required for RTOS and IDE for embedded system design for microcontroller and embedded systems, just we need to know the procedure, what are the steps required for the server side. Create a socket, listen for incoming connections from clients, accept the client connection, send and receive the information, close the socket when finished, terminating the conversation. Create a socket, listen for incoming connection from client, accept the client connection, send and receive information, close the socket when finished, terminating the conversation. These are works at client side. that is create a socket, listen for incoming connection from client at the server side, accept the client connection, send and receive the information, close the socket when finished, terminating the conversation. These are the 5 points you have to remember at the server side. In case of the client, steps are create a socket, specify the address and service port of the server program, establish the connection with the server, send and receive information, close the socket when finished, terminating the conversation. Close the socket when finished, terminating the conversation. Only steps 2 and 3, that is what are the steps 2 and 3? That is specify the address and the service port of the server program and establish the connection are different depending on client or server applications, which type of client and which type of server application. These are the points you have to remember the socket. When they ask explain about the socket, you have to give the definition of a socket. What is the role of the socket in RTOS and IDE embedded system design? You have to mention what are the types of system calls we are using, Unix system calls, what is an API, application program interface, and what are the function calls like connect, accept, bind, system calls, where exactly we have used at the server side and client side, and what are the functions at the server side, or what are the in simplified method, what are the steps to be followed at the server side, that is to create a socket, listen for incoming connections, accept the client, send and receive information, close the socket when it is finished. These are the role at the server side, and at the client side create a socket, specify the address and service part of the server program, establish the connection, send and receive information, close the socket when finished, terminate the conversation. These are the steps to be followed at the client. Thank you for listening. Thank you.